In our previous video, we used react.createElement to create the element, and we use react DOM.render to render the element created by React onto the DOM. In this video, what we are going to do, we are going to use an extension language also known as JSX that looks very similar to HTML, and with the help of Babel, that JSX will be converted to JavaScript, that is react.createElement. So let's go ahead and start working on it. One another important thing to notice, whenever you're using Babel, you will have to change the type to text/Babel. So I'm just going to copy this from here and we'll put it into our index.html. So here I'm just going to remove this and we'll paste it here. Along with that, we also need to put the script for converting JSX into JavaScript. So just below React, I'm just going to paste it. So now we have Babel, and this is where we'll write JSX. But JSX supports all of JavaScript. So what we can do is we can just copy this code from here and we'll paste it here. And once you refresh it here, it will work in the same way as it was working. You click on to watch and everything is working perfectly fine. Now all we need to do is, rather than using react.createElement to create the element, we will convert this to use JSX. So let's see how we can convert this into JSX. So just below this, we are going to write JSX of it. So JSX looks very similar to HTML. So we'll say li. So this is our li element. Li element doesn't have any attribute, but it has two children. So here I'm just going to create label, and it is going to have a value that is movie.name as a children. So whenever you're using any kind of variable or value that can be computed, you have to put it into curly brackets when you're using JSX. So we did label. Here the value should come from movie.name, and we also need to pass a parameter for. But whenever you write for in JSX, it should be HTML for, and the value of that is coming from I, right? Similarly, we also need to write button element. So we'll copy it, we'll change label to button, and the value of button depends on whether the movie is watched or not. So here, whenever we are writing JavaScript, you can write it into curly brackets in JSX. We also need to pass ID and on click. So I'm just going to pass it as parameter right here. So we'll say ID is going to be I, and we also need to pass on click. So what we did here is all the attribute that we were passing as an object, we are passing as if we are passing an attribute to the HTML element, right? So we're just going to take this from here. We'll comment this code and we'll replace this with our JSX element. So we have li has two children, label and button. Label has one parameter, that is HTML for, that is I, and here we are saying movie.name. And whenever you're using any kind of JavaScript, you put it into curly brackets in JSX. Then we have button, we have two attribute ID and on click. And the text of button depends on whether the movie is watched or not. So we'll save it, we'll refresh it, and what do we see here? Everything is working the same way as it was working earlier. So when you open console, you can see that you have an error message here. So whenever you're using any kind of map, you need to pass a special key. So the way you can do it is you can just say key, but key needs to be unique. So here the name of the movie for now is unique, so we'll just say movie.name, and now when you refresh it, that error is gone. Every time you're using map, you need to pass a key to the children element here. Now when you refresh it, everything is working properly. When you click on to watch, it is converted to watched. And when you click on watched, it got converted to watch. So in this video, what we did is we used Babel to convert our JSX that we are going to write inside script of type text/Babel. And here we are writing JSX. JSX looks very similar to HTML. And this JSX gets converted into this form by using Babel. If you want to take a look how it gets converted, you can look at the element tab here. When you go on to this tab, you will see two things. Here is the JSX that you wrote. Can you see it here? So here we are writing the JSX. But browser only understand three things, right? They understand JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. How can it understand JSX? That is not possible, right? So it is not working in this way. So this is the script that he wrote for text/Babel. Babel took this from here, converted that into a normal JavaScript, and they put it here. Can you see? So all the thing that was JavaScript that is here, but everything that was JSX that got converted into JavaScript. And that is what is happening here. Instead of JSX, finally it will be the same thing that we wrote earlier. That was react.createElement. So we have react.createElement, li element. Here we have key that is going to be movie.name. Then again it has two children and all the other things. So this is what is happening here. Babel is taking your JSX, converting into normal JavaScript and putting it back into the browser so browser can understand JavaScript and create the UI here. We can delete this section from here, but now what we can do is, so we can use React to create element and we can use JSX to write structure that is very similar to HTML, and Babel will convert this JSX into normal JavaScript with react.createElement. So we can write dynamic HTML in the same way we write static HTML. That was our aim, right? And we got that with the help of Babel, React, and React DOM. So in this way, we completed this exercise. Important thing to notice here is whenever you're writing JSX, don't forget to change the type to text/Babel. One another thing that can also happen is whenever you're using text/Babel and you send an external file, sometimes it doesn't work. That's why I just pasted the code in the same file so it is a lot more easier to use it. So we completed this exercise.